Yoga, the occult. The Pierce article revealed that the physical practice of yoga is designed to alter one's consciousness and bring occult transformation. Thus, authoritative texts on both yoga and the occult reveal that yoga is a potentially profound occult practice. Yoga is designed to awaken occult energies in the body, to lead to occult transformation, and to secure specific occult goals. Certain experiences under yoga, especially Kundalini yoga, are similar to those found in shaman initiation and ritualistic magic, including experiences of spirit possession and insanity. Virtually all standard yoga texts acknowledge that yoga practice develops psychic powers and other occult abilities. All this is why the yoga scholar and Sanskrit authority Ramuti Mishra can interpret yoga theory as laying the foundation for occultism. In conclusion, it may be said that behind every psychic investigation, behind mysticism, occultism, etc. So, if you have seen my video regarding the Book of Enoch, God told Enoch that the fallen angels they teach humans mysticism, their religion, the origin of all the religions is mysticism. Knowingly or unknowingly, the yoga system is present. Is present. In this article, Kundalini and the occult authority John White observes that the essence of occultism is the attempt to gain higher knowledge and power or control of the forces of nature, especially the life energy, prana, which underlies the basis of true magic and psychic phenomena. In its highest form, occult science merges in indistinguishably with true mysticism. Mysticism and genuine occultism are closely aligned. Actually, it's one thing, very thing, but just different vocabularies to describe the same thing. Because over the times, different centuries, different age, the occults they use different terminology to fit into that the present culture. Okay, the heart of genuine occult practices appear to be synonymous with aspects of yogic Kundalini concept. Yoga authority Sir John Woodruff, Arthur Avalon, author of a standard text of Kundalini Yoga, The Serpent Power, agrees, and he supplies many additional reasons why yoga and occult magic go hand in hand. The serpent power, which is the Kundalini Yoga when you achieve the highest state, is from the bottom of your spine, spiral around your spinal cord, which is the serpent power, zigzag up to your pineal gland, which is the occult highest achievement, to open your body wide, open your body up, and open the gates for the demons to enter your body. That's how all the celebrities and powerful affluent people they have demon possessed. That's how they do, if not yoga, but other forms of rituals to open up your body, open you up yourself spiritually and physically to have demons possess them. Okay. And let's see, he supplies many additional reasons why yoga and occult magic go hand in hand. Note his observations of the similarities between yoga and witchcraft. All features associated with European riches are claimed also by Indo-Tibetan yogi and magicians, along with a range of occult powers common to both some yogis. So actually, like I said from the previous video, let me see, Hinduism is from Europe, ancient Europe. I'm not saying the right now is from Europe, but it's from the ancient time. So the ancient time in Iran, ancient Iran is Canaanites, and then the ancient Russia that is right now is Ukraine and Georgia and Kazakhstan. These areas, ancient times, I think is um, the fallen angels. They uh, after they meet at Mount Hermon, they migrate to some of them migrate to those areas, and then of course. All you know about the Canaanite and all those Babylonian, Mesopotamian, Egyptian areas. Those are fallen angels and the offsprings, which is the Nephilim, the giants. So, to at that time they taught humans mysticism, which is magics, which is yoga, which is Hinduism, which is Buddhism, which is witchcraft, which is occult practice, Kundalini, serpent power, and chakras. You know that Kabbalah. You know all those rituals, chanting, spells work, meditation, open up yourself spiritually and physically is for them to possess you. So I'm not saying, well, you know, if you're from those areas nowadays, it's totally not related to that. It's just the ancient times when the fallen angels and Nephilims, they rule the world and teach and taught humans to practice those. It's all about witchcraft. It's not magic, it's not yoga, it's nothing else but witchcraft, okay? So boast that they break all the religious taboos and social rules, that they practice human sacrifice, cannibalism, and all manner of orgies, including incestuous intercourse, and that they eat excrement, nauseating animals, and devour human crops. In other words, they proudly claim all the crimes and horrible ceremonies cited at Nazism in the Western European witch trials. Because yoga is an occult system, the physical, mental, and spiritual dangers that accompany occult practices are also found in yoga. Thus, even standard yoga books warn of the serious dangers arising from a supposedly wrong yoga practice. There's no wrong yoga practice. If you can have the danger of being insane or got possessed by demons and etc., which means that practice is not um, right. Is witchcraft, is occult, and also is what's that called? It just in other words, they blind you, flow you to enter into that realm and have them control you totally, physically, mentally, spiritually. But we think such hazards are conceded because yoga is an occult practice, not because its techniques are allegedly done incorrectly. Risks and hazards. The following citations taken from authoritative texts show many risks and hazards of yoga practice, including death. People forget that yama and niyama, limbs 1 and 2, form the formation of yoga practice, and unless it is firmly laid, they should not practice postures and breathing exercises. So if you practice the controlled breathing exercises, why you need to control your breathing? Your breathing is supposed to be natural. So everything is controlled within their control. Okay. And posture. What is postures? So I forgot which YouTube channel. Um, the YouTuber explained that some of the posture, so-called postures, actually is the um, practice routines to kill. I forgot whom killed. Like it's during the Egyptian time or around that Babylonian time or Canaanite to kill their opponents. Let's say Nimrod killing, I don't know, whoever is his was his enemies at the time. So those so-called yoga postures is not just postures. It's not for balancing. In India and Europe, I came across some 300 people who suffered permanently from wrong practices. The doctors on examination found there was nothing organically wrong and consequently could not prescribe. Because most people, including most medical doctors, wrongly assume that yoga is harmless. They rarely consider its possible relevance to any illness of their patients or practice yoga who practice yoga. But we are convinced that many perplexing diseases, including some deaths, are related to yoga. A woman of my acquaintance upset her hormonal balance during doing this yoga exercise, and it produced a malfunction in her adrenal glands. Doctors didn't know how to reverse the effects, and she soon died. So this person, Swami Rama, once said advanced forms of pattern breathing, which is a common yoga exercise, can cause a person to harm himself irreparably. So if you practice some kind of pattern in breathing, which means you controlling some kind of um, natural flow in your body, that of course cause harm inside your body, because for example, I'm not saying martial arts is not a cult practice, but at least martial arts is natural breathing. You don't control your breathing because in um, human body, you need to let everything flow naturally, not controlling. So once you control, you know what it means, right? Okay. United Nations Spiritual Advisor and Spiritist Seri, I don't know how to Chinmore, author of Yoga and Spiritual Life, admits to practice pranayama, breath control, without real guidance is very dangerous. I know of 3 persons who have died from it. In yoga and mysticism, um, breathing exercises is dangerous, okay? So here is the text from this book. Now we come to breathing exercises. Let me caution you, they can be very dangerous. They are dangerous, not can be, because that's no way you need to like control your breathing. Trust me, why you need to control your heartbeats, why you need to control your sleeping, why you control what child you give birth to, like the sex of the child and what gene goes to your child, like control baby, right? Control pregnancy. Why you need to have birth control? Birth control pills have um block like hormones, right? The female's hormones. So everything is a disaster if you control the nature. And it's like why so many females gaining weight is because of birth control pills. Why so many people have females have like whatever like sickness, it's because of the side effects. That's called side effects, right? Everything control there is a side effect, which means that's not a side effect. It's a direct attack. Okay, and that's properly done. That's not properly done. That's no way. If it's properly done, which means you already got possessed by a demon and you're no longer inside your physical body, there is a good chance of injuring the brain. And those who practice such breathing without proper supervision can suffer a disease which no known science or doctor can cure. It is impossible even for a medical person to diagnose such an illness. For example, I had known a young boy of perhaps 16 or 7 years of age who had begun to practice Hatha yoga. He was acting very strangely. He would prostrate fully on the ground, rise to full height, then repeat the performance over and over again. So finally, however, he became so unmanageable that he had to be confined. As regards breathing exercises, I know that Sri Rama Krishna, Holy Mother, and all the disciples have warned us again not to practice them. So why? So here's the yoga of light. Anything that claims itself or himself or herself or whatever self is a light, then is satanic. It's a false light. So why there's a misunderstanding in practicing yoga? I don't understand. And can mean death and insanity. Kundalini yoga. Prematurely exhausted, withdrawn, there is immediate danger of death. Why? That doesn't make sense, which means it's not a good practice. It's not a good thing to practice, right? The practice of Hatha yoga is often considered to be dangerous, including drastic effects on the central nervous system and the possibility of death. So, uh, why, when you have the breathing exercises, why you need to attend it by some abnormal positions of the chin, the diaphragm, the tongue, and other parts of the body to prevent expulsion or inhalation of air into the lungs in order to induce a state of suspended breathing. Why? Why you need to like choke yourself to death? This can have drastic effects on the nervous system and the brain. And it is obvious that such a discipline can be very dangerous. It's not a discipline, it's killing yourself by controlling within for no reason, no good reason. Even in India, only those prepared to face death dare to undergo the extreme discipline of Hatha Yoga. So, in this book, a standard authority on Hatha Yoga said that just as lions, elephants, and tigers are tamed, so the prana should be kept under control. Otherwise, it can kill the practitioner. That doesn't make sense at all. You practice something that is dangerous to kill yourself and have the serpent go through your spine from the bottom of your spine to your pineal gland and have demon possess you? For what? For what? For the false light possess you? As was mentioned earlier, so-called the Hatha Yoga is not easily distinguished from other forms of yoga, and the same problems encountered in Hatha Yoga are encountered in almost all forms of yoga. Let's see. Okay, so here the yoga of Bhagavad Gita. As stated before, nothing but dangerous mystic psychicisms or neurotic dissociations of personality can result from the practice of yoga meditation without the qualifications mentioned at the end of the last chapter. Why you need qualifications to practice something, which means that thing is not good for you to practice. Just simply meditation, you will have like turn you into insanity. So let's see. So insanity, okay, it will cause the specific physical and mental consequences arising from yoga practices are also listed in other authoritative yoga texts. To considerable pain, physical disorder, and even disease. So, cancer of throats, all sorts of ailments, blackouts, strange trance states, or insanity from even the slightest mistake, which means you will have those, not because of mistake, if you practice yoga. The seven schools of yoga, Eris Wood warns the imminent risk of most serious bodily disorder, disease, and even madness. So right now, for the past few years, there's increasing uh, evidence of people have mental illness, mental um, psychological health, like mental health issues. I know a lot of people practice yoga, like at the gym or like at a yoga club or at home. So that's one of that. He observes that many people have brought upon themselves incurable illnesses and insanity by neglecting hatha yoga prerequisites. Why you need to have this, practice this mistakenly, make a mistake and you go insane. So they are just like making excuses, you know. By any mistake, this there arises cough, asthma, head, eye, and ear pains, and many other diseases. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. And now we come to the place where this states very clearly how Westerners have mistaken yoga to be mere breathing and relaxation exercises, when in reality the practice of yoga serves as a gateway to Eastern mysticism and occult. It's not a Eastern, it's not a Western, it's an ancient mysticism and occult. Now we in this century, in this time of year, where so many people are practicing the ancient mysticism and occult, not because of East or West. It's not even from the East anyway. Okay. Some in the West incorrectly think of yoga as mere breathing and relaxation exercises to develop, stretch, and strengthen the body's muscles, extend and align the spinal column, and enhance cardiovascular circulation. The practice of yoga serves as a gateway to Eastern mysticism and occult. Certain postures, such as lotus position, are taken to activate the psychic energy centers, and specific breathing exercises are practiced to infuse the soul with cosmic energy floating in the air. A guru might have students gaze at a single object, such as a candle, to develop and focus concentration. A guru might have them chant a mantra to clear their minds and become one with the object in front of them. The goal is to achieve increasingly higher meditative states until reaching oneness with the cosmic consciousness. Cosmic, where's the cosmic? Cosmic energy, which means the stars. The stars, there are so many fallen angels chained and be the star floating around right now, waiting for the judgment day to be released and be judged by God. That's the cosmic consciousness, cosmic energy from the prisoners, which is the fallen angels. This state of being is characterized by a blank stare in which the devotee is receptive to esoteric wisdom from the universal mind. This universal mind, which means the fallen angels, they are fierce, they are like monstrous, and they don't care about humans. They just kill, kill, and kill. Chakra, Hinduism, Kundalini, Lotus, Mantra, Yogananda, and Paramahansa. What is mysticism? I already explained is what the original religion that they created, the fallen angels. Okay. What is the new age? The new age means the old age. They teaching people the occult from the ancient beings, which is the fallen angels. Okay. What is the occult? Hidden. is generally used to describe secrets and mysterious supernatural powers or magical religious rituals. That magic and magical, or you should use supernatural powers, that is from the demons. When they possess you, then you have that. Not because you practice that and you have that, you achieve that. No. The, the term occult or occultism generally refers to witchcraft, Satanism, neo paganism, or any of the various forms of psychic discernment, such as astrology, palm reading, and I don't know. I don't know why people want to be possessed. Why don't they just control themselves? Have someone to control, another being or beings to control you? Why?